guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. Whoever doesn't know me, my name is Svetlana, and today is one day before our Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashana. And what a Jewish New Year without gefilte fish. Of course, we have to make gefilte fish. And whoever needs my recipe, I'm so sorry I'm making it the last minute because it was no fish in the fish market because we had such a bad storm. And for this gefilte fish, we need, of course, carp or spike fish or whitefish. I couldn't find it anywhere. I just found it yesterday and I'm gonna be making it today. So maybe you guys probably gonna make it for the next time, this recipe. But of course I'm gonna make it for my family, and of course I want to show it to you guys, and Happy New Year to all my Jewish friends. And let's begin. For this recipe we will need carp, whole fish. So the original way how we used to make gefilte fish, how my parents used to make gefilte fish, they would separate fish, fillet of fish from the whole fish, and they would take the skin of fish and they would stuff all the mixture inside the skin. But I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make just fish patties, and I'm gonna make it with carrots, beets, onion, with everything. So I'm gonna make it the original way, because when they would stuff the fish, it would never be enough skin. So they would still have leftover fish cakes, and that was my favorite. But we will need all this. We need bones, we need skin, we need head, because we need to make that fish broth. And gefilte fish can be cooking for around 3 hours, because we need all this fish bones to release gelatin-like substance. So when all this liquid will stay in the refrigerator overnight, it becomes like a jello-like substance, and it's delicious. Maybe some people don't like it. It's my favorite with all the vegetables and the fish. Okay, let's begin. For this recipe, we will need, I have 2.5 pounds of carp fillet, grinded. Thank God my fish mom did it. Otherwise, I would have to do it myself, and that would be a headache. Okay, we need 2 black pepper, whole pepper. We'll need few bay leaves, but that's gonna be at the end. And white vinegar. And why do we need white vinegar? First of all, carp has very strong smell, so it's gonna kill the smell a little bit. Second of all, our beets not gonna lose that bright color. They're gonna lose a little bit, but they're not gonna be completely washed off. This acidity gonna prevent vegetables from losing color. We will need sugar, pepper, 2 eggs, salt, onion. So inside our fish patties, we're gonna grate it. I'm gonna grate onion in my mixer. And we also need 2 onions for the broth. And of course, we need the skin from the onion that's gonna give the color. This is the original Jewish recipe, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make it. And you may use bread, white bread. You could soak it in milk or water and use for our gefilte fish. But I don't have white bread right now. I have matzo meal from Passover, so I'm gonna do it with matzo meal. And with matzo meal, we could use it for Passover, because I make it twice a year, for Passover and for Rosh Hashana. So okay, let's begin. And another thing, my father always used to put 2 whole cloves inside the broth. Also kills any fish smell and gives a little hint. It's delicious. Okay, so let's begin by making our fish cakes. All right, my friends, I can pronounce it, Sale. Help me.
I think you grounded
My onion, so it's like an onion puree. I have 1 small onion here, actually medium onion here. For 2.5 pounds of fish, I have medium onion. I'm gonna use 2 eggs, and I have 3/4 cup of matzo meal, or you could use breadcrumbs, or you could use just bread. I will use salt and pepper to taste, guys. Salt and pepper to taste. I kind of feel it. And I will use a tablespoon of sugar, which is gonna mix it all up. Then I put my glove, and it's gonna be easier for me to mix it like that. Right, so I made my mixture. It looks like this. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna cover it and put it in a refrigerator for maybe 15 minutes until I'm gonna slice all my vegetables, because it's gonna be easier to make the patties when the mixture gonna get a little bit cold. Now we need to slice our beets, all the vegetables. I'm gonna wear my gloves because I don't want my hands to be red. Okay, we slice it like this. Like this thick. Look who's here! Look who's here! Who loves the vegetables? Did you ever see dog eating beets? Now you see. Okay. And the same way we slice our carrots, like little round things like that. And the same way we slice our onion. I have about 2 onions. We're gonna slice it. My vegetables all sliced like this. And the onion, like that. We're gonna move it aside. And now we're gonna shape our fish patties. We need to do it with wet hands. Of course, it's better to do it next to the sink, but I wanna show it to you guys. It's gonna be easier for me like this. Okay, hands a little wet. We'll take a little bit of batter. This is batter, no, mixture. And we just shape them this size.
Like little meatballs.
It's fish patties. Yeah, it's really the gefilte fish, original gefilte fish. What is that? It's you separate meat from the bones and the skin, and then you make this mixture, and then you stuff it back inside the skin. Even you stuff the head, you stuff everything with this mixture. But we do it a little bit easier way. Maybe one day I'll do the way my mom used to make it. I miss it so much. And my father, since my mom passed away, my father doesn't want to do anything. He just doesn't want to. Yeah, and I make it like that because it's easier version. And this is what I used to love to eat, the fish patties. Now we need to assemble everything and put it on the stove and start cooking. First, I'm gonna put my fish on the bottom. Everything we need the skin, even if it's not stuffed, we need all of it. So I'm coming here and show it. We need all of it because this is gonna be our delicious stock. So after that, I'm covering all my fish with onion skin. Just like so. On top of that, I'm gonna put regular onion, a little bit of my beets. I'm gonna cover it all. And by the way, I used 5 medium beets and 3 huge, large carrots. You don't need that much. I like it because we love these vegetables. How I like to do it, I don't like to put them close to each other. I just kind of like to spread them around. And if they close to each other, I put something in between them, like a beet in between, or carrot in between, and gently I put it around my pot. You see this one is coming too close, so you see it's breaking apart. You have to be very, 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 very gentle. So put carrots right here, and then I put it because I don't want them to touch each other. So I kind of put a lot of vegetables in between them. So this is how it's going to look. And the rest of the vegetables, I'm just gonna put around the pot. I'm just gonna cover them on top. Okay, now we're gonna cover everything with cold water and let it start simmering, and then I'll show you how we're gonna gradually add all the spices. So now I have a little bit of water. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sugar here and a tablespoon of salt, and I'm also gonna add 2 cups of vinegar. Let it dissolve it. Okay, and now we start adding the regular water until they covered in water. Sugar, salt, vinegar mixture. Oops. We're definitely gonna need more salt, but for now I'm just doing like that. And we need more water. Put it on a high flame until it's gonna start boiling. Okay, let me add more water. It should be that much water. Now we cover it, and when it's gonna start boiling, I'm gonna show you the rest. So gefilte fish needs to cook for about 3 hours on a very, very low flame, because it doesn't need to be boiling. It needs to be like simmering, like a chicken bouillon, because all this bones and skin and everything needs to release that substance. What is that substance that make everything like a gel-like texture? I mean, you guys understand me. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but that's what it is. Guys, come here. My gefilte fish start boiling. Oops. Okay, stop boiling already. Now, what we do, I have 3 cloves, so I'm gonna add this to that. I have black pepper. I'm just gonna add to taste, guys. If you like a lot of pepper, maybe this is way too much. Okay, like a teaspoon. And I also have bay leaf, but I'm not gonna add it now. I'm gonna add a little bit later in an hour and a half. So what I do now, I make my flame on very low, and I partially cover it, simmer for 3 hours. But in an hour and a half, I'm gonna add my bay leaf. I'm gonna try the taste, and I'm probably obviously gonna add more salt to it, maybe a little sugar. I'll see when I see you in an hour and a half. So guys, it's been an hour and a half, and look how it's starting to look. It smells really good. So now I definitely need more salt. I tried it, and during this process I would come once in a while and just like pour juices on top of it, or just do it like this. I need much, much more salt. I'm just gonna do it gradually, just like that, because I need to go all on the bottom. And we're just salt and sugar. You guys do it to your taste. At any time you could add salt or sugar, maybe a little bit of black pepper. And at this point, I'm gonna add my bay leaf. I'm just gonna add it a lot around my pot. I could tell you guys it's gonna be delicious. I don't know, my English is not that good to describe gefilte fish. It's definitely enough sugar, but it's definitely not enough salt. Okay guys, my gefilte fish is ready, so I'm going to take out, I want you to look how much of liquid, how much everything looks so coming together. The fish got that beautiful color from the onion and the carrots. It's delicious. So what we need to do now, we need to wait until a little bit until it cools off, and then we'll plate it. I have no time. It's a Labor Day today. I have to go to a party. So I'm gonna do it now and put it in the refrigerator, because all this liquid needs to get locked up and become like a jello type. I don't even know how to say it. So I'm gonna do it very, very carefully. This is gonna be my serving plate. I'm probably gonna have 2 of them like that. But for now, I'm just gonna transfer whatever I could put here, and then I'm gonna plate it nicely. Guys, I had to decorate it off the camera, and this is how I'm gonna serve it. And I'm gonna put more of that liquid on the top. This is what I have left, and I'm gonna, of course, I'm not gonna throw out the head. I'm gonna dig in that. Okay, people who cannot stand it don't even look. And I'm gonna take out the rest of the vegetables here and make another plate like that. And of course, the bones, the skin, all that stuff, we're gonna throw it out. So this is how it's gonna look. And I'm gonna try one for you now. Even though, guys, it's warm, it's still warm, you gotta eat it cold. But I'm gonna try it for you warm because it's still gonna be delicious. How we eat our gefilte fish. We eat it with horseradish. Yes, I don't think on New Year's I think we need to eat everything sweet, but it's not New Year's yet, so I'm gonna eat it with this. With that, it just takes everything to a whole different level. And I'm gonna take one. I'm not gonna take from my beautiful plate because this is gonna go in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna take one of my beets and carrots. All right. Let me try this. Ow, pulling apart. Okay. I'm the best. I love vegetables. Very, very yummy. Very, very yummy. Guys, it's still warm. And it's absolutely delicious. And tomorrow, when it's cold, it's gonna be heaven on earth. I wanna wish everybody happy and healthy and sweet New Year. Happy Rosh Hashana to all my friends. And again, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any more of my videos. Thumbs up if you like the recipe. And I will see you next time. Enjoy the holidays. Colby. Bye-bye.